Can't stop, won't stop. Therapeutic list time. Been a while on my list. You're not going to find these perfumes almost anywhere on anybody else's. A couple I've thrown in there that you can buy that you will. I'll be nice, but these together, no way. I guarantee nobody has these together. Almost guarantee I got some here that you haven't even heard of. Played nice. I'm showing what I'm wearing, and then I have like a backup choice that you can go buy. What I would wear last summer or the summers before if I didn't have it in place. One of the things I've been able to find over the past year are scents that are called summer scents, I guess, hot weather heavy. As one that's not into weather fragrances, it's when you're going to sweat when it's light out. I mean, I sweat in the winter. I go work out. So, I mean, I'm always having to think about that. So these fragrances really work with that level. I call them my workout fragrances, morning commute fragrances. Don't last that long. And they fit into this thing that everybody's called summer fragrances, just perfect for your summer, for you. You can wear them multiple times a day. Longevity is not long on most of these. But without further ado, let's get into the therapeutic fragrance summer list. Check it out. All right, we'll start it off right here. Gray Labdanum. It would have been last year's top list no matter what. Just something in this does something to me. It just connects to a memory that I have. Love these magnet tops. Eucalyptus is not mentioned. I get just a heavy something like that on the top of this. It's a Chypre. Labdanum's really the focus of majority of the fragrance. It's not base heavy. Wears bright, clean, crisp. Just, I love this thing. It knocked off Saint Julep by Imaginary Authors. Just a little too dense in the base and easy to replace there. The top of this is, talked about it many times, my happy hour fragrance. This top is beautiful, but Gray Labdanum takes its place this year. All right, I'll be wearing a lot of BVlGARI. It's an ambergris forward fragrance, so my backup choice for you is totally different, but for the resinous, for the bright, for those Eastern ingredients that you want, I think you like my other choice. I have the review of BVlGARI. You guys know what it is. You can check it out. I'm going to keep this video as short as possible. The other one's Amuleur by Elixir Attar. Their summer edition. You go read the notes on this and you'd be like, what are you talking about, Brandon? The citrus. It's like an hour-long affair with citrus in this thing. All the citruses, yuzus, orange, some lemons. I believe a bergamot is in there. It's a citrus bomb for an hour. Go read the base notes. It's in this. 2 types of Insar Oud he used in this, the Rojo Kayaku. And it doesn't come out like the Kayaku would. I have that oil. I wear it all the time. Oh, man. The citrus is just divine in this thing. It's got deer musk and real deer musk in this. It's got frangipani, a whole layer of florals. You read them, but it's an extrait, but somehow it just wears really light for me. And sort of an incense dry down with the heavy musk and oud. And the oud just lets those citruses play off. The citrus is the story for me. And I need to get a review of this. I just been reviewing this stuff too much, so dispersing it. Maybe the summer's the time. Amuleur, Elixir Attar. All right, Henley. He'll be making my list. He just has the easy to wear DNA that I love. And he plays with a few raw materials, just makes them work. It's a good compromise of yin and yang for me for mixed media. And Rosenthal, his rose-based one here. So Rosenthal Henley, soft red rose, not too bright, not too metallic. Very airy Henley DNA. Good stuff. Full review of this one too. Hiram Green's Arboli patchouli ice cream, patchouli vanilla ice cream. It is its own accord. Talking about making your own perfume that there's nothing else like it on the market. Like you can't go and compare. You can't. Like Arboli. This is the standard. It's its own scent. It's original. It's Who knew ice cream with patchouli would work? It's just a creamed vanilla patchouli. Just, oh, it wears like that in the sillage. Beautiful, beautiful scent. If you have not checked this out, get a sample, Lucky Scent, wherever you get them. You got to try this one. It is gourmand, but it just shows off what patchouli can do, even in a gourmand. All right, my star. These are in no particular order. I'll tell you that right now. This would probably be number 1 summer scent right here. Rising Mysore, Dixit and Zak. It is the sandalwood soap that you can still buy on Amazon from the country that sells the Mysore, from the region. That's what this smells like. That's what this wears like. Perfect in heat. Mysore sandalwood develops with your skin in heat. That's what this does. This is my number 1 summer fragrance. I don't think I'll rank any of the other ones here. This is number 1 right here. What they did with the sandalwood forward fragrance, somehow it does. I mean, it's just got that strong Mysore twang. I've never seen it this strong in any perfume that I've smelled. Right now, I got some samples coming to me of some vintage stuff that has Mysore in it. We'll see. I'll report on the channel, but nothing even close to this. And it's awesome. It's the soap that I can live with on my skin, just the way it interacts with heat, and it's natural stuff. Rising Mysore, Dixit Zak. He was on the live the other day, by the way. It's pretty awesome. We tried to get some hints out of him about the upcoming releases. So that one is sold out. This would be my choice here for the Santal Complete. Covered it lots on the channel. Lemon, coconut top. When I have to be around lots of people, this is what I'd wear. Some people don't like the Rising Mysore. It sucks. They're just not used to natural. I'm working on it. I'm trying. But this is that crowd-pleasing mall air, I call it, that everybody likes. And it's my pick for that. And if I want to wear a perfume, I can get away with this one. Fragrance de Bois, Santal Complete. I'd almost say it's 100% synthetic santal in there. All right. Replacing New Sabet is none other than Grave. I got this after my list, I think last year. Maybe it made it right before I got the list. I haven't sprayed it this year. When 1 week I sprayed like that much, and I'm like, I can't spend $200. This is one of those ones where it's addicting. It's nose addicting. I put it on, just that spearmint, menthol, mint. It's just, oh man, I can't explain it. I know it's mixed media. Josh just has an accord in his DNA that just draws my nose in with that raw spearmint on top. The balsam notes, just perfect. This is a great perfume, especially for summer. Grave by Slumberhouse. Don't overlook this one, even with that spearmint note. It just balances so well with that. Of course, you gotta like that spearmint, that Slumber Aid. Also, it's the toned down version of Slumber Aid, so it's not heavy like Kiste or Bake, but it's there for sure. All right, new to the list, Chatillon Lux Wintras. This great write-up, very hard critiqued by, I don't know the Instagram user, but she did like a 20-page story just tearing it apart. Good points, all fair points. The story I found on this one, because I did an unboxing of it, and I've worn it a few times since, is it's a power sillage thing. Everything she said is true, but when you bask in the sillage of this thing, it's magic. He created a magical sillage, whether he meant to or not. I mean, some things just happen because maybe he wore it like crazy and tested it and knew for it. Smell on skin, smell it from the bottle. It's decent. But when you wear it and your heat develops around and you start getting wafts of it as you walk around, it's magic. It's a really good cologne for a guy or woman. Grape is one of the notes, just one of those grape jellies, but with tons of other stuff as a shipwright wood. It's a shipwright, some oak moss. It works. It works really well, especially in the sillage. So if you got some and aren't sure if you like it, I mean, spray it on proper and don't smell it off the skin. Don't get that turn off, and see throughout your day if that sillage changes your mind on this one. It did me, 100% me. Just a fantastic sillage on this. Pomares Stollen perfume, Rasa. My goodness, full reviews up. The ingredients in this thing. I mean, she's new to the scene, but the tincture she's doing, the way she's tincturing, it's not just like I'm tincturing back here. She's talking to me about her process to get the passion fruit how she wanted it. It was a few different ways, so she could get different nuances of the passion fruit at different times. And she did it like you would take grapes for wine, one of the ways, and it reflects in the smell of this. Rasa, Pomares Stollen perfume. It's got oud in it from Rising Phoenix. She didn't even advertise that. She undersold this thing. I did the unboxing. I'm like, what is, so there's more to this. And I had to go find out what the more was. And the more she talked, I'm like, oh my God. She talked a little bit on her website, but she missed a lot of great details. And to her credit, that under promise, over deliver is exactly what she did with this. And that's when you find those treasures in perfume, it's rare, far between, but you remember it. I'll remember it forever with Rasa. It's a great perfume. Longevity is an issue. So you're going to look at that dollar point. Just know that longevity is an issue. But if you're into naturals and want really good stuff, I don't mind at all. I don't want ISOE in there to get another 4 hours out of it and have that for my dry down. Just don't. I'm fine with what it is. All right. The Lavender King. Yes, this is the Lavender King. Mem Bogue. Talked about it so much on the channel. You guys know what it is. 4 types of lavender. Oh, Antonio's some of the best work in indie perfume mixed media that has been done in the last a long time. I would go, I mean, folks, come on. This is, I'm sorry. This is, it is. Why can't I get the words out? This is LDDM territory. It is. It's how good this is. Not kidding. Those of you that have been around the community a long time know what that statement just said. You guys new to it. I mean, what Tower did with LDDM set a whole new thing. I mean, indie perfumers aren't supposed to achieve that without the fancy schooling, the fancy knowledge. You're not supposed to just start a perfume house and be able to accomplish that. Your own accord, the own magnificent scent that LT said happens once in a lifetime. This is that level. It's that good. You might be turned off by the lavender or whatnot, but the accord, the perfume, the body of the composition, the music, if you will, the piece of it, it's one of those. Mims Bogue. All right. People are still like, oh, I've heard of Auphorie. I have heard of Auphorie because I've been talking about Auphorie forever. This is probably about the 20th time featured on my channel. There you go. Now you know. Lantern Rouge Auphorie. If you don't, the stuff that's up there now, I don't own any of it. It's just not new, not what I'm looking for. But what happened in Lantern Rouge, this is so unique of a composition. And what did I call it? I called this like happy joy bubble that you just create happiness for people everywhere you go. First time Auphorie finally contacted me, it's like, that's exactly what we're going for. So I've tried to get so much information out of them. How did you get this red? What ingredient made it this red? So if you're listening, please put it down in my comments. Same with number 15. How did you get it so perfectly blue? That's how I got introduced to Auphorie, was that blue. I sampled it only because of the color. That I'm not going to lie to you. And all the other blues have let me down that I've seen. And I smelled this one. I was talking to a subscriber from the beginning. And I smelled it, and I'm like, I just fell in love with horse butter. I don't know if she remembers the comment or not, but I was like, today's the day. And I smelt it. I went and hunted the last available retail bottle I'm down with it because I don't like aftermarket. I just don't trust people taking care of their natural perfumes if they put it up for sale, a masterpiece like that. Just trust issues. It's my thing. But keep Auphorie on your radars. Lantern Rouge was a couple years ago. It's not gourmand. It's fruity. It's fun. It's flory. It's just something I'd wear around my daughters. As a dad, it's Father's Day, just family, game time. It's just the perfect fragrance for that kind of thing. I'm not going for anything other than just that and want to smell fun. That's what this is. Lantern Rouge Auphories. All right, Rosse Forts Colonia. Of course, this is, look at that. It's going down. Luckily, it's still available. This is the other grape shipwreck. So Weintraus and this are similar, but this is sample. The samples, if you got a Lucky Scent sample, you need to pour the whole thing on you at once, so it's a one wearing. That's how much I use every time I wear it. And again, the story of this is this sillage. That's why it's so good. If you just put a little bit on your skin and smell it, it's not going to work. You're not going to like it as much. This, go watch my video. I mean, it's taking that whole 7 and just getting it all over you. You're taking a mill. I take like a mill each time, and up here's where I want it. And you just, for the next 4 to 6 hours, get the sillage of bliss with nuances that hit you over and over. This, you do have to wear different than perfume. So that's why I go into that. All right, that's the list. Let's go through some caveats here. My most worn last summer, well, both of these. Check out that. So 200 ml, almost done. It's 100 ml, sorry. Los Taynes Vervine, that's my second bottle of that, but that was years ago, my first bottle. Before bike rides, before anything, it's just, it's something I use to spruce up my colognes. It does not last but 2 hours on me. Just a citrus blast to put on top of whatever I'm wearing. And I use it like in summer like crazy, you can see. I'm going to end with the other one. Seed Perfume. I did not buy any of their summer stuff. I own too much. I'm not going to this summer. Maybe I'll revisit next summer, or maybe in their Black Friday sale was incredible last year. That's why I bought so many, and free shipping. I mean, incredible. It's naturals, 3 to 4 hour perfumes. I love their stuff, their winter stuff, their candy bar stuff. I did the unboxing. I put them in a couple more videos. Seed Perfume, that's a company you can, out of Australia, you can look at and pay attention to for some all natural summer fragrances that are affordable. So that's why I mention them. Worst buy. You ready for the worst summer buy? Uh-oh. This is one of the high-end hobnob houses in all the uppity up spas around the U.S. with safe synthetics. The House of Linnic. I bought this, blind bought it. It'll be one of my worst blind buys. It's an Acqua di Gio knockoff. Lasts a little bit longer than Acqua di Gio. Has a little more interest than Acqua di Gio, but not as fine-tuned of DNA. Not worth the price at all. Get Acqua di Gio. So that's my worst summer buy right there. All right, let's get to my most used summer surprised. People just loved it, so it's one of those where I didn't know what to wear, I'd wear it. Didn't know what to wear, I'd wear it. So I wear it quite a bit. Aqua Amara by BVlGARI. We need to talk. Why this is getting hyped? Whatever, because they don't make it, and it makes for good YouTube content, and you get lots of video views down the road more and more when it's not made. Guys, don't buy into this hype, man. This is synthetic. It's 100% synthetic. Almost. I love the air it creates the fancy mall air I go to, and it just nice nostalgic memories, and people like it when I wear it. So just one of those. But go buy the other BVlGARI Aquatics. Don't pay triple price for this one. Just move on. There are things that replace this. Yes, I wish I could have the orange zest. Amen, for the same reasons. I'm not going to pay double for a synthetic like that. It's just ridiculous. It's not that good. If it was that good, it would still be on the market, making BVlGARI tons of money. Love it. If you can still get it for the 30, 40 bucks, go buy it up and get it off the discounters. I think it's still there, but not for long. Price has already shot up a bit. It's getting hyped in the fragrance community. So that's Therapeutic's take on it. I'm not into hype, especially over this stuff. Only if it's good material you can never have again that will age, that actually ages and gets better with time, kind of thing. All right, that's my summer list. That's my take on perfume. What'd you think? What are you wearing? Happy Father's Day to you. I think I'm going to try to release it, have it up by then. You and yours, the best to you from Therapeutic Fragrance. Stay positive, be at peace, and be blessed.